didn't do anything on Valentine's Day. We just sat there and talked. That's all we did on Valentine's Day.
He sends you a picture of his and you go over and talk?
Yeah.
Jerome, they must have changed my name to Boo Boo the Fool down there on this thing.
Meal for lunch. Oh yeah.
Oh, so
if she paying for it, of course I'm gonna take the food. She paying for it.
Yeah, and y'all in a relationship.
What you mean?
With her and the other guy, it was more than one time. And then on top of that, it was at my mom's house, in our bedroom.
What?
You know what I'm saying? And
So, yes, I did cheat with the guy, and I'm not saying that I didn't.
Your Honor, I came home one day, Your Honor. This guy is sitting on my couch, Your Honor.
We've all seen how dramatic paternity court can get, but there are times when it is downright chaotic. And sweet baby Rudolph, I think I might have found those moments. Have you ever watched someone dig their own grave in real time with a smile on their face? Well, that's what happened to Mr. Wiggins. You see, Mr. Wiggins gets on that stand and basically confesses that he spent 2.5 years telling Ms. Davis whatever she needed to hear just to keep the situationship going. A situation that he allowed to fester just because he was having a hard time with his wife. But the thing is, this man just keeps escalating the situation because accountability is severely lacking, just like me when I break glass in the house.
It was never supposed to be anything else more than just sex. I was telling her what I felt I needed to tell her to ultimately get what I wanted.
So basically you're admitting that you just lying?
I mean,
right?
it wasn't lying.
So you can sleep with her. No, don't try to clean it up now. How did your wife find out?
Miss Davis told her, which caused a lot of havoc in my life.
Did it cause the havoc or did you cause the havoc?
He did,
Before I get to these results, are you all still involved?
No, we're not, Your Honor. No, we're not, Your Honor.
At the same time, two different answers.
Right.
Exact same time.
When was the last time you two were intimate?
It's been a while.
Last night.
No, Your Honor, we was at separate hotels.
And you made your way to my hotel.
That is not true, Your Honor. We did go to dinner.
And afterwards?
I went to my respective place and she went to
he came to my room.
Mr. Wiggins, you look like you lying.
No, because...
Please tell me you used protection so we won't have another case.
Nope.
I think Mr. Wiggins was a really innocent guy until he started listening to Future and maybe a bit of Andrew Tate. This man had a whole family and opted for the lady in the tight pants. I mean, I'm a leg man too, but damn, this relationship may not be done as Judge Lake predicted, because if she keeps coming back and he keeps going to her, then this is already a love triangle. Now, with this next moment, we might need to reanalyze what we dub as a hostage situation, because this is a man who wants to leave a toxic relationship. Let us know in the comments if a piece of fabric has ever caused you to indulge in a scandalous situation. I need to know that I am not the only one that saw a scarf on someone and thought some of the most unhinged thoughts. Let us know. Anyway, this is the case of white versus white. Have you ever watched someone get caught red-handed and then explain themselves so badly that they somehow make it worse? Yeah, well, that's what happened with Miss White. This woman walked into that courtroom with texts, pictures, a Valentine's Day alibi that collapsed in real time, and the audacity to say with her whole chest that she and the other man just talked. After sending some rather saucy pics to an ex, and we are supposed to believe that? Nah, my baby, I wasn't born in 2020. Thing is, Miss White has what I would call a recurring subscription to bad decisions. And unlike most subscriptions, she has absolutely no intention of canceling it anytime soon. And not because the button is really hard to find, like most services that don't want you to cancel. No. She's playing by a different set of rules.
Do you have any other reason to believe that your wife cheated other times?
I have text messages proof right here of the most recent is Valentine's Day. She went to another man's house while I'm sitting at the house with the kids.
Well, that's because you didn't even get me anything and you were just yelling at me.
Because you were saying you were going to a park at 9 o'clock at night. I have pictures of her sexting people.
Pictures? I'm afraid to look, Jerome. So these are text messages you've presented, Mr. White?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. White says, my body's naked, wishing you was in this bed with me. Ms. White? Why are you so quiet? Why are you texting your ex-boyfriend these things?
Because he don't treat me right.
This next photo is a picture we can't even show. A male body part.
This is the gentleman that she went to his house on Valentine's Day.
Tell me what happened behind that story, Ms. White.
We didn't even do anything on Valentine's Day. We just sat there and talked. That's all we did on Valentine's Day.
He sends you a picture of his penis and you go over and talk?
Yeah.
Jerome, they must have changed my name to Boo Boo the Fool down there on this thing. The next picture is, then you send a picture of your body part. But y'all just talking. Come on now, Miss White, come on. You're lying, and we know this.
I've tried to leave this relationship, but she won't let me leave. I've literally tried to physically leave, and she has stood in front of the car to where I couldn't leave, or she says, I'm gonna call the cops and tell them you hit me.
What? Ms. White, you're doing way too much manipulating.
Well, I'm just trying to fix everything. Trying to work on it.
When is the last time you cheated?
It's been months.
How many months?
Since February.
And you're pregnant now?
Yes.
How many children do you have?
We have 3 and 1 on the way.
3 and 1 on the way.
Mr. White is honestly better than I am because I would have had told her, fine, tell the cops that bullcrap. Then let's see if your ex will buy nappies. Like, personally, guys, I'm really petty. Like, I would let you do something to me and then embrace the injuries of those things and not try to be strong so that you can have a lifetime of regrets as you ruin everyone's summer by pushing me into a pool, not knowing that I can't swim. Enjoy your murder charge, Stephen. But for Miss White, I really think there are some unresolved issues that she needs to work on, because no way could you have so many kids with one man and still think of playing games and saying things like, we just talked, after showing how you're in heat over text. Who the heck goes to a park at 9 p.m.? There are rodents there and the most questionable types of people roaming about aimlessly, but once they see you, their intent is made clear to even themselves at that very moment. Anyway, having 4 kids is not as bad as possibly having about 13 fathers. In this next moment, we see how our own actions can scar someone for over 20 years. This is the case of Madrigal. Have you ever watched the whole family just basically not act like a family towards each other? And I'm not just talking about the Kardashians, specifically the time when Kim and Kourtney started to throw hands. No, that's normal for siblings. I'm talking about backbiting in front of everyone. Yeah, well, that's what happened with Miss Myers and her mother, Miss Madrigal. This woman sat across from her daughter in open court and defended giving a 13-year-old child a list of 13 potential fathers. Like it was a reasonable thing that reasonable people do. Not all at the same time, mind you. One name at a time over the course of a year.
You couldn't narrow it down from 13?
You know, the 13 that she's named is like 13 ghosts, fabricated.
What about Pick Any Man in Seattle? I feel lost. You know, I feel confused. I don't know who I am. I don't know my heritage. I don't know what I'm completely mixed with. I don't know where I came from. I don't know nothing.
You came from me.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I knew
matter.
you're half of the
Doesn't
family,
matter.
but that's only half
Nobody
the story.
else matters.
That's
Can't
only
no
half
man,
the story.
Can't no man raise me better than you can.
I didn't want to be around her.
You didn't get along to this degree even when you were 15 years
Worse
old?
than this. The only reason why I'm even somewhat civil with her is because I have an ex that used to preach to me all the time about having to be close to my mom, and I wanted to be right with God. So therefore, for God. She won't even
That's
allow.
a good one. Use God. You damn devil. Use God.
I'm the devil. You're the devil. You're the devil.
You realize that you just stood in this court and called your daughter a devil?
Basically.
I want to ask you first, you do know Ms. Myers' mom, Ms. Madrigal.
Yes, I did.
Please state how you met her.
You know, we got together, she came over, she told me she thought I was sexy, whatever, good looking.
My bad.
We had sex, it was a 3-minute thing. You know, 3 minutes. I also found out, Your Honor, that when she left my house, she went to another man's house.
Sure did.
And the same
Sure
thing
did.
happened the same day.
That was the plan in the first place.
We do have another gentleman here that has also submitted to the paternity testing.
Around the age 19 to 20, we had a brief encounter of sex. And then one day I seen Samantha and she gave me a baby picture and told me that you're possibly the father of this child.
You couldn't even remember where it happened. That's what's so
That's
funny.
because it was so brief and you were so fast, you know?
Yeah, whatever. I was so fast.
You were all over the place, Samantha, and you know it. That's why there were, what, 13, maybe 20?
You were DJ Quick, my friend. You couldn't keep it. That's your problem.
Yeah,
You know, I think we've heard enough, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to find out the results.
It is.
Remember, there have been 2 men that have been tested, and we have 11 others in question. So this is to see if Mr. Derek Smith is in fact the father of Ms. Myers. The DNA test results show that Mr. Smith, you are not Monica's father. When it comes to Ms. Monica Myers, Mr. Keith McCraney, it has been determined by this court that you are the father.
There it is.
As a guy, I can completely relate with Keith. Sometimes the woman is too pretty and your blood rushes to your head and you find that you can't count your pumps anymore. And because of that, you're now a victim of your own fantasies. It's an embarrassing situation, but you can always redeem yourself. With consent, of course. Some mother-daughter relationships seem to be a Disney tale after watching this specifically. And I would go as far as to say maybe even a Nickelodeon tale. I've seen some instances where a mother kills her daughter's dream, but never have I witnessed a mother popping out names like SoundCloud rappers popping out new singles. I'm honestly not hating. I've been there. I know the pain. I'm using YouTube as a soothing oil right now. While we're on about popping stuff out, in this next moment, we're about to witness someone popping out some of the most misogynistic lines I've ever heard. And honestly, I'm here for it. I love it. I simply just love, with multiple tingles, hearing someone say something so far out there that it could cause secondhand embarrassment and regret. If you're enjoying the video so far and want to hear more of my cancel-worthy statements, please subscribe. This is the case of Reeves versus Silver. Now, this man came in with paternity doubts, which is fair enough because that happens. But then he decides that the best way to handle these doubts was to explain his entire personal philosophy on gender roles to a judge in a courtroom, on camera. I mean, I would not fault you if you were drunk and had temporarily lost your ability to have situational awareness at that time. But man, if you are sober in front of a judge who just so happens to be female, I would question if you really care about living. Also, to have your side chicks calling your main girl to say the most unhinged stuff possible is another level of future I have never witnessed in my life.
God created men to conquer, to overrule, and women cannot empower. Women cannot empower men.
What are we alone
You see
here?
what I deal with every day, right?
So in the conquering and the ruling of man, inclusive in that is the right to cheat, have other women outside the relationship, but women cannot, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
But my whole thing is like, why do you keep asking me what I have to hide when every single time I turn around, it's another female texting my phone like, I was just dating I was just dating your boyfriend. Your boyfriend is my boyfriend. That's our boyfriend. Like, what you mean?
Wait, what?
Boyfriend.
Our boyfriend?
Our boyfriend.
He told me you were his ex and that you were pregnant, but and didn't know who the dad was.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not sure if this is something one learns from Game of Thrones because I've never really had the luxury of watching something so long-winded. Don't hate me. It's just an opinion. But if that's where he got it from, then I might just watch a season or 3. I'm kidding. Relax. One epi is perfectly fine. I really don't have much to say about this couple because I feel like they are accustomed to this level of drama. However, for this next moment, we have an example of how being basically in a friends with benefits situation with someone who you used to date can turn sour real quick. This is the case of Dark versus Bailey. You know, you could never fathom how quickly a single trip to the corner store can completely unravel someone's entire relationship. Yeah, that's what happened to Mr. Dark. This man comes home from a work trip, gives his girlfriend a kiss, says he's popping to the store real quick, and her bestie, her best friend, sprints out the door to walk with him just to tell him everything, which kind of makes you question the loyalty women have for each other. You know, because if my friend's wife calls and asks me if he was with me yesterday, I'm pulling out the save a marriage files and getting very descriptive about how he saved a kitten from a tree. Aside from that, this particular fling really turned upside down and showcases what happens if you sign under compulsion and not confidence.
When I left out of the door to go to the store, her best friend came running out of the door to like, hey, Terrence, wait up for a second. I'm gonna go to the store with you. We went on to the store. Well, while we was going to the store, her friend started to tell me a story. She was like, well, I just want to tell you something. She was like, well, the whole time that you was gone, she was cheating on you.
Her best friend told you
This
that?
is what her best friend told me. Yes, ma'am.
And I only did it because I thought you was cheating on me.
I was in Jameer's life. I've been a part of his life. I took him to Alabama with me when I went to my granny's funeral last month. And my whole family,
for all
the
a
whole
couple of
family
days because
said
of
that
what?
that's not your child. My mama said, boy, if you don't get that baby out of here, I'm telling you, that's exactly what she said to me. Miss Bailey has a history of attached men. That's what she like. It's like, to me, I think she likes to destroy homes.
You saying she likes to deal with attached men.
Yes,
Are you an attached man now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have you been dealing with her while you're attached?
No, ma'am. But it probably
yes,
because
he was calling my phone asking me could he come over and have sex with me.
That's a lie, Your Honor. I got text messages that I done showed to my girl when she wasn't even here, showing with Jessica like, oh, it's just me and Jameer tonight. You want to come watch a movie with us? You want, like, no.
Even if he has not bought him something, he will be buying him things and paying child support because you put your name on that birth certificate, and that makes you the legal father. You do understand that, right?
Okay.
How incredibly embarrassing it must be for all the relatives to realize that they were wrong about the child. I'd be expecting to save a couple thousands on kids' toys because mine was rejected. I'd also make sure that those very relatives don't go for seconds on my kid's birthday. I'm petty. You know, my name should be Tom, really. I think the relationship between Dark and Bailey is somewhat similar to the Wiggins versus Davis one because these individuals can't seem to keep away from each other. Now, yes, having your boyfriend or husband cheating on you with someone you don't know is painful enough. But what happens when your partner cheats on you with your own roommate and not just any roommate? This is the case of Pace versus Fobbs and Randolph. In this moment, we have this woman who carried some very serious information through an entire pregnancy throughout the first 2.5 years of her son's life. And then one night, her and her boyfriend get into an argument and out came the truth. Your roommate might be the father of your child. Just like that. Mid-argument. What we must understand is that this was no ordinary roommate. And the thing is, that was only the second most chaotic thing that happened in this entire episode. I'll let you see everything for yourself.
Wait a minute. So you're in a heated argument as a couple, and just out of the blue she yells, and by the way, your best friend could be Prince's father?
Correct. When I found out initially, like I said, I was hurt. I felt betrayed by actually both parties at that point. But I wanted to assess the situation, not being upset, because I initially called Mr. Randolph to find out what was going on. I wanted to meet with him face to face. But I did take a few hour break as far as before we met, because I didn't want to do anything out of anger.
You asked him point blank, have you slept with Ms. Fobbs?
Yes, I did.
And he said yes.
Strangely enough, he did say yes.
So, Mr. Randolph, I just have to ask, how could you sleep with your best friend's girl?
Well, I wasn't in the right state of mind. We both was intoxicated. You know, he was out promoting clubs, and she used to come home from the club intoxicated and, you know, looking for him. He's not there. Me and her talk, and, you know, one night the talk led to something else.
And so was this sex unprotected?
Honestly, Your Honor, I was intoxicated and I really don't recall.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Pace versus Fobbs Randolph, when it comes to 4-year-old Prince Fobbs and whether Mr. Pace or Mr. Randolph is his biological father, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Pace, you are not his father. Continuing on with the next result. It has also been determined by this court, Mr. Randolph, you are not.
I don't know how Mr. Pace handled it so easily, but looks like he paced himself at it. And that's not just a dad joke. The art of just holding back all the rage you feel is a pretty hard task, which is why I'm banned from all the rage rooms in my area. But that's a story for another day. You can hear in the woos and the sighs that he is letting out that he wants to do something noteworthy of a morning paper headline. Really commend him for not losing it at all, because after those results, I would have lost my shit, given the girl a bombastic side eye, and mounted that studio like King Kong. Speaking of crazy eyes, that was inappropriate, wasn't it? Well, you know what? He's an 8 compared to me, a humble 4, if it makes you feel any better. But I'm pretty sure you're going to drop your standards real low. Lower than one of those girls from the Turk team once you see these interesting moments. This is the case of Cousin versus Bell. You know, the sheer confidence of this man could have you believe that he hangs out with Gordon Ramsay, but oh, sweet little angel, how wrong you are. Ever seen someone lie so consistently and so confidently that you start to wonder if he actually convinced himself that none of it happened? Yeah, well, that's what Mr. Bell did today. This man spent 6 years with a woman, started a whole situationship at work with a girl young enough to be impressed by free lunch and a text back, got her pregnant, blocked her number, denied the baby, denied the visits, denied the phone calls, denied everything. He went full on Shaggy in this video.
When I first met him, he told me he wasn't with no one. I never slept with no one else at work. Every time I go out to get lunch, he right behind me. What you eating for lunch? Can you buy me something? Meet me downtown. Tell me I cannot pay his phone bill every time I get paid.
When she should have been.
Were you paying his phone bill?
Yes. And then not only that, y'all had lunch together.
Can she let her daughter talk?
She wasn't there. Room. I go in her room. I found receipts with 2 combos on it. I asked her what the combos for. For him and her. You know, at the end of the day.
2 combos
meal for
lunch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so
if she paying for it, of course I'm gonna take the food. She paying for it.
Yeah, and y'all in a relationship.
What you mean?
Were you flirting with her at work?
Yeah.
Yes.
But
were you asking her what she's eating for lunch and buy you some too?
No.
Lie.
No.
Well, you said you already ate the food because she was buying it.
Yeah, she offered.
So, Mr. Bell, you said this was a one-time thing when you had sex with
in a car.
Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. Mr. Bell, I'm getting tired of your side talking, because I'm gonna tell you what it looks like. Every time they go to testify, you talking over them, and the only thing it looks like to me is that you don't want me to hear what they're saying because they're telling the truth. I'm about tired of this little attitude you got, because you got a nice girl, but you over there sniffing up at this little girl at work, letting her buy you food and pay your phone bill. Now you here in this courtroom. Don't be mad at nobody but yourself, baby. Because if you think I believe you slept with this girl one time in a car, ain't nobody crazy up in here. But you, if you think I believe you, did you have sex with Miss Cousin more than one time?
No.
So you still lying.
It only takes one.
You under oath and you still lying. Your girlfriend crying and you lying. It has been determined by this court. Mr. Bell, you are the father.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
I'll take my child support papers in the mail.
You've been chirping off all day.
All day.
You could not let them get a sentence out without downplaying everything they said. Everything.
I don't know about you, but I need to believe in myself just the same way this man believes everything he is saying. And it's interesting, the judge actually spots out that he is telling a fib or two. It really goes to show that the FBI work that women do to see if a man is cheating should be done in the beginning stages to find out if he is already taken or not. Also, ladies, you need to know your value. You can't be paying for a man's phone bills if he ain't even phoning you. Tell him to gamble or something. No, I'm kidding. But speaking of gambling, this next moment will really have you at the edge of your couch, since most of you watch my channel on a TV set. Thank you very much. This is the case of Mitchell versus Dalton. This man sat in that courtroom, described his wife handing him the kids, the food stamp card, and her absence like he was reading from a grocery list. No dramatics, no raised voice, just here's what happened, Your Honor, and here are the divorce papers. And the thing is, that was only the first item on a very long list of things that this episode had to offer, let alone the things the wife had to say.
What she did is she left with another man. She just came home one day, Your Honor, and just said, take the kids, take the food stamp card, and just walked out and
Your Honor,
just left.
That's not what happened.
You know, some guy calls her phone, Your Honor. So when the guy calls her phone, I'm like, who is that? It's her cousin. That's what she says. It's my cousin. I asked her to call him back. Once she calls him back, he talking about they been having sex and he ain't been using condoms and she may be pregnant. This what he's saying, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Mitchell, during this time you had this phone call. You believe she was sleeping with this man?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did this man say to you, I could be the father?
He said it's a possibility that she's pregnant. That's what he said.
Wait, was this before or after you knew she was pregnant?
This before I even knew.
So, yes, I did cheat with the guy, and I'm not saying that I didn't.
Your Honor, I came home one day, Your Honor. This guy is sitting on my couch, Your Honor.
On your couch?
And she done made dinner or lunch, whatever you want to call it, for this guy. Yeah.
Yes, I did. And he wasn't my husband at the time. We were, like I said, our relationship was real rocky. There was nothing where it was committed.
While I empathize with your position, Mr. Mitchell, you must have understood as a 35-year-old man, when you marry a 19-year-old, you're gonna have some growing pains in the marriage. Yes. Because she's still growing up.
Yes.
Were you also shocked by the age gap? Yeah, me too. Also, you can see his girl as quite attractive. He must be aware that there are other men making advances. Don't get me wrong, I understand sometimes people fall on hard times, but this is not the 60s where you could get a wife who will stick with you through thick and thin. No, we have social media now. It's easier for someone to take your girl. I've been told that no money, no love, and to say the least, it's roughly 80% of why people break up or divorce. Also, it's really not that hard to get a job. The only issue might be that you perceive it as a demeaning job, but your pregnant partner would appreciate that you're going the extra mile to ensure that she doesn't have to work 2 jobs while pregnant. This is the case of Green versus Duncan. In this moment, a 56-year-old man who had never fathered a child before meets a woman on New Year's night. He waits 3 months before they are even intimate because that is just who he is. Unlike most of us watching this, that's right, I'm referring to you with the ramen noodles and a plaid shirt and a flippity-flops and flippity-flops. I'm kidding. If this was actually you, please let me know in the comment section.
You admit that both men are currently paying child support.
While she was pregnant, I was informed that she would call me. I said, call me when you get ready to have the child so I can be there at birth. I would like to cut the cord. I said, she's gonna call me, I'm not worrying about it. That didn't happen.
And she never called?
Never received the call. I had a dream that a child was being born. And I called the emergency room. Sure enough, they told me that Miss Duncan was in the emergency room. I don't know if it was a birthday or Mother's Day. Okay, I took her home, and he was outside waiting for her, and that kind of hurt. And he said, I come to see my daughter, my daughter. I said, that's your daughter, that's my daughter. He was already there waiting for her to come home.
Really? And so you out as a family and then come home and some other man is talking about he's coming to pick up your family.
Yes, Your Honor. I even questioned him. I said, if you know the child's not yours, why would you sign the birth certificate knowing the child is not yours? And I had no comment.
He didn't answer.
Well, in this final moment, we discovered that your own bedroom could be a playground for your girl and possibly her male bestie. But don't worry about it, like she will tell you about her guy friend, Gavin. This is the case of Smathers versus Stevens. This woman came in confident, came in with a timeline, a birthday hotel party, conception story, and then one by one, the details started arriving that she was not prepared for. The best friend, the bedroom, the man going around town, all three of them showed up today, and none of them were invited.
We had been back together for about 2 or 3 months because the other guy that I slept with was 3 months prior to me getting pregnant.
With her and the other guy, it was more than one time. And then on top of that, it was at my mom's house, in our bedroom.
What?
You know what I'm saying? And at my parents' house, and like I begged for them.
I admit what I did
honestly,
was
that's what
wrong.
happened.
No, that is beyond wrong. So, you know we are here discussing the paternity of baby Adrian.
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you know about this paternity issue?
I know that Mr. Stevens has had doubts about Adrian belonging to him.
What has Miss Smathers told you about the situation?
She has said that she had doubts.
She told you she had doubts?
That's not true.
Well, why would she sit up here and lie? She's your friend.
I have no idea why she's lying, but that's not true.
What did she tell you, Miss Craig? This is why we're here, to get the truth. What did she say?
I mean, she had expressed to me, we had a conversation that she had some doubts that Josh was the biological father.
And that's our top 10 moments of paternity court moments. Well, that's our list of top 10 paternity court moments. I hope you learned some shit today and realized that you cannot get away with anything in front of Judge Lake. She will catch you out. And also, please subscribe. My 50 current subscribers need some additional friends. You know, y'all got a lot in common. You all listened to me thus far. Is it thus far? Yeah, it's thus far. Anyway, let me know if you want a part 2 of this in the comment section. Ciao, ciao.